Take two. Today is Monday, August 9th, 2021. I did go out for a run today, early, right before sunrise. And I was running west, so I didn't actually get to see the sunrise. But when I turned around, I was like, oh, and it was pretty cool. But I don't really have any way of recording or just, I can just observe it. Anyway, but it was nice. And I ran this new way, new to me. Parts of it are familiar, of course, because I'm starting from the same location. But out and past the college, down the road, down Greenway Trail, where it starts at Province Park, through the park, underneath the road, and past the cemetery, along the river, underneath the highway, and then up and around, past Blue Heron, follow that, around the playground, and through the disc golf course, and then follow that around, and that comes out into a residential development of Stellar Drive, and then follow that to the cul-de-sac, and turn around, and then come back. And then on the way back, instead of coming directly back the way I came, to extend my run further, because it only takes me 20 minutes to get all the way out there. I took a sidetrack back from Providence Park. Instead of turning left, I veered right and went up past the Franklin Parks and Recreation Community Center. And that pool, it smelled so nice. Just that chlorine smell. I love that. Just wanted to climb over the fence and jump in. But that would be frowned upon. So, but it's tempting. Because really, what are they going to do? No, I don't want to get a trespassing charge or something. Not that it really would matter, but anyway. So went up past the pool and then out into the road, back around the college, and out east, following the main road and looping around and out the regular place and then back around. Yeah, so anyway, and then I came back and still had a couple minutes to spend. So anyway, and it wasn't that bad. I was, when I got to the end of Stellar on the way out, I was like at around 20 minutes, and I was like, oh, my knees are already starting to complain. It was not screaming yet, but it was starting to protest, and I wasn't listening, and I was like, okay, let's make a deal. And I decided that, well, I can slow down as much as I like, just keep going. And the same deal as before. And I didn't. I just kept on going. And I was remarking, as I was, around like the 35-minute point, I was just breathing so rhythmically. And it was not labored or erratic, but it was just kind of controlled, which is unfamiliar to me. And, I guess I just felt okay about things. So, but then as I got towards 45 minutes and I was out towards the college again, then I was starting to get less controlled. My knee was starting to really beg for, it's like, please stop. And I'm just thinking, well, we're almost there. Whatever, just keep going. So I just slowed down. I slowed down and monitored my footfalls to make sure I was landing each footfall in as good of a way that I possibly could to help, you know, making concessions. So I had to slow down. So I don't know, but probably I wouldn't even begin to guess, but somewhere between 6 and 7 miles, which I felt good about. So anyway, it was really fun, and I had a good time. And then I drank a liter of water when I got back. I just sat outside, and then I took a nap, and for a couple hours, and yeah, and my knee wasn't that bad. It was, and also it was just like, this is the fourth Monday in a row where I've gone for at least an hour. So this is the fourth week in a row where it's like, it feels good, because the first time was really iffy. I wasn't even sure. But then, it's gotten easier because I know I can do it, and the only thing stopping me is me and whatever physical limitations. Because I don't have to. I can stop at any time. That sounds familiar in different contexts, doesn't it? But I never said that. In my active alcoholism, I never was trying to limit. I just was off. So the best I could do was like try to, I never really tried. I just, it was bad. So anyway, other stories. Nothing too bad. Mostly just really sad. Really sad. Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. So, anyway. What else? What else? Is there anything else going on? I guess my mom and my brother's birthday is on Thursday, the 12th, because they both have the same birthday. And my brother will be 45, and mom will be 75, I think. Pretty sure that's right. Yes, that is right. And yeah. And is there anything else? I don't think there is. I did a good bit of writing. I had a little bit of, and I've also been doing a lot of writing elsewhere. It's completely unsafe. It's not backed up. It's, it hasn't found its way into format yet. But things that I can write when I wake up, and some of my best thoughts, straight from dreams. And, some are, and then later I look at them and it's like, wait a second, what was it? But some interesting derivatives, and I like it. I can live with it. Just finding that permission to give myself to be okay about the way things are, and the way things have happened, and the way things are happening. And are things proceeding according to plan? Hell no. What plan? There is no plan. Things I just navigate and negotiate as I go to the best of my ability as I understand things, which isn't the greatest at all times. And I saw that little saying or quote or paragraph about having a rule about not succumbing to being having to obey the rules of subtext, where other people are, you know, leading on to greater depth and meaning, wanting you to pick up on it and comply, or, you know, or something. However, it was written pretty well. And it's like, yeah, I barely understand regular text. How am I supposed to get subtext? What people mean by their words, if they don't, you know, even like just regular literal meaning can be vague and obscure. And if there's like buried meaning, subtext, it's like, well, I don't know. No, and I only meant that in terms of like conversation, like with actual you know, out and about in the world. Now in writing, I'm all about the alternate meanings and different contexts and subtexts and backtext and foretext and just all sorts of different narrative structures of intense tense. So if anybody ever understands any of it, then it's like, wow. Do they actually understand it, or do they just think they understand it? Because I don't understand it. It's like I just look at it and it's like, what? And it's, I understand where I'm coming from, but it's like, do I actually understand what I wrote? I don't know. Sometimes it's iffy. But I know what I know it means. I mean well. And I'm sometimes like just secretly just so proud that it's like, how did I come up with who? I don't know. That can be a little scary too. It's like, but there is a familiarity, and it's like, so. So I guess I'm starting to notice a bit of a not that you'd think I would get used to it, you know, but you know, but I don't know. I'm just missing, I guess, missing the connection and the correspondence, whatever connection that I thought was there, think is there, feel is there, with nothing to corroborate it. But I look for meaning that might be just fictional, and or it might be for somebody else. I think it might be for somebody else. I think it might have always been for somebody else. But I'm there somewhere, and that is okay. I like to think that I've been having a good influence. I just hope I haven't been too stressful, caused too much interference and interruption in the natural course of things. My own course is uncharted, so it's like there is no interrupting me really, because I will just, you know, I don't know. I just have my different way of doing things, and just that I'm still here and still doing stuff. It's like, that's, yeah. I don't know how anybody else deals with everything that they deal with. And it's like, I'm only just here by myself. And does that make it any harder? Because I'm just here by myself, taking care of everything? Whereas other people have family that they can, you know, talk to on a daily basis or whatever. And there's shared resources and shared responsibility and shared accountability. Yeah. But for me, that just seems like, well, a lot of stress. It's like, I don't know, but other people seem to, but other people are other people, and they've got what's for them, and I've got what's for me, and it won't always be like this. In one sense, I'm just at the very beginning of whatever is to come. I had to get through these initial phases of growth and development, emotional awareness, my emotional intelligence and experience are still sorely lacking. Because I don't interact. I don't have much emotional interaction, so I'm very, brusque and rough around the edges as far as that. It might sound like I'm very mature or whatever, but I don't know. Or maybe I don't. I don't know how anything sounds. It's like that phenomenon where you hear a word or say a word enough times where it loses meaning. And it's like I can think a thought until that thought has exhausted. It's like, what is that even? It's like that phenomenon. I know that word, that has a name. It actually does. But I don't know what it is. I could look it up. But anyway. So I'm still paying attention. Still watching. And maybe that's not good. Maybe that's not healthy. Maybe I should be focusing on trying to meet new people, diversifying, but like, I like how it is right now. I like communication and conversation and cooperation and collaboration, but I understand that, because that's how I am. It's like, if somebody in my life right now, like all of a sudden just wanted more attention, it's like, that would be an inconvenience. And, it depends on who it is and how much. And it's like, I just don't have, it's like I want to be emotionally available, but I just don't have many people around me that are, I feel, my cup of tea, I guess. I don't think I have very, I just like being by myself too much. And I don't see it as a problem. And I choose to be alone. It's like I could invite myself or ask if to join in on different things, but I don't. I don't investigate the possibility because I'd rather be writing or I'd rather be running, and that spooked me. So, and it's probably just some stupid news article that my thing automatically downloads, or an email or something, and it's like, oh good, stuff I don't care about. Life is life. I don't know, that's just, but as far as I know, I'm doing the best that I know how to do. If there's something else I could be doing to, be happier, well, I don't know what that is. As far as I know, I'm doing things that satisfy my needs, wants, and staying open-minded, not shutting the door on possibilities, because I don't really know what's going on. Just trying to be responsible the best I know how, without interfering or interrupting or causing harm or confusion in the lives of people around me that, I may or may not be trespassing, or be, yeah. So, it's hard for me to tell. I don't think I'll ever be good at it. That's where it's like I do need, those reality checks. But if I'm not receiving a reality check, then it must be either it's okay as is, or I'm just overthinking. And most likely it's just I'm overthinking. And I just leave it alone. And if there's something going on that I need to know about, I figure, good or bad, I will eventually be brought into the loop that there's something I need to know. But I'm not being told anything. And so I just figure I'll keep on doing what I'm doing until something changes. Because it seems like I'm becoming a person that is capable of making uncomfortable changes when the time comes. Even when I don't want to, but I feel, I don't know. Sometimes the choices make themselves, and then I just stand by them and don't let myself be coerced into feeling differently. And it's like, because people, they don't know the whole story. They think they might, or they have a sense of it, or they see based on their own personal experience of when other people do what I'm doing, they think this or that or the other. And it's like, no, I have my own and I'm not going to explain it. I see trying to explain it as being not worthwhile, because there's a whole history, and I'm not going to explain the whole history, and they'll just be worried, and it's like, I'll just be okay. You keep doing what you're doing. Don't let me not doing what you're doing affect what you're doing. Keep just whatever works. Just I'll be doing what I'm doing. You do what you're doing. And it's like my non-participation should not be a statement of overall anything. I don't know. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm getting tired of myself talking, so I want to go do something else. So, anyway, I just wanted to say hi. For whatever it means, for whatever it's worth. So, anyway. Okay. Bye.